Sorry for the really bad quality for this camera. It's because my phone broke the other day, um, and I have a very cheap, temporary, um, whatever you would call that. I just want to say, listen, the reason why we find ourselves in such grief in this world, and the reason why we find ourselves so disappointed and defeated is because we are up against a lose-lose situation, okay? We put our faith in the system and we put our faith in man, so we will forever be disappointed. We will forever be failed. We will forever be defeated. We will forever suffer as long as we put our faith in man and put our faith in the system. This system is corrupt, and so is man by nature. When I say man, I mean man and woman, mankind. We are flawed by nature, and to be honest, I don't say this much. I don't preach at people, but I am a Christian. I do follow Jesus Christ. I'm a poor example of a Christian. I am not fully repented. God has put a work in me. It's been a battle up and down for a very long time, and he keeps drawing me back to him no matter what, because I am a child of God and belong to God. But this is the thing. I keep going back to material things. I keep going back to thinking that I can make it in this slave system that we live under. And God keeps showing me that I will never be satisfied and I will never be fulfilled. And I will forever be grieved until I figure it out. I do have it figured out, but the problem is, obviously, the system has made us dependent on it to the point where we can't live or survive without it and its dollars. The dollar. The system was designed like that intentionally to, over a very long period of time, 100 years, 200 years, they would unroll this strategic plan against the people of this planet that would appear to be like the system is there to help us, and it would lock in its position over time, over a very long period of time, to the point where it is now God. The system is God, and we cannot live without it. So it has replaced God, and we've allowed it to. And this is why we are suffering, is because we have disacknowledged God. We've denied God. And we have submitted to man and man's system, which really isn't man's system. It's Satan's system. It belongs to the devil. If you don't believe that God is real and you don't believe that the devil is real, then you can't even see the enemy. And if you can't see the enemy, how are you going to defend yourself against an attack if you don't even think the attack's coming and you can't even see it coming? In fact, you're so ignorant to believe that there is no enemy and there is no attack. So you are completely victimized by that, and you are completely unprepared for what is about to happen and always have been. So here's the thing. The way of this world is perishing. It is dying. It will be gone. It is going away. And the only thing that is left is God. That is the only thing that matters here in this time that we have on this earth. We've neglected that, and we've gotten caught up into this way, into the worldly way of things. I'm being real with you right now. And a lot of you aren't going to like what I'm saying right now, and you're going to unsubscribe, hit the dislike, disregard me, say, oh, I thought you were smart. I thought you were not giving in to that. People have it backwards. They think that the Bible is the deceitful thing, and that God and people are brainwashed if they believe in that. So I used to be like you, actually, and I was a demon when I was like you, and I had that belief system. against God and against the Bible and against the truth and against, love. I actually punched my own best friend out for trying to preach Jesus Christ to me. He was wearing a gold chain that had a cross on it, and I punched him out and I ripped the gold chain off of his neck. That's how evil I was, and that's how much I hated when people talked about God in front of me. So you can't tell me anything because I've already been you and I've evolved from your state. You haven't yet, okay? I've done a lot more evil shit than you fucking done. So if you think you're a gangster, or if you think you're evil and you want to be a bully and you think that's what's cool, and talking about people behind their backs and all these manipulative things that disgusting humans do, and you think you're slick, you're not. There's bigger demons, and trust me, you don't know the darkness like I do as much as you really think you do. I would flip your reality upside down, and you wouldn't want to be a part of the darkness anymore once I actually exposed you to the darkness and showed you what true evil feels and looks like. You don't want that. Trust me. Neither do I. I've been there. You haven't. So don't talk to me. You're not there. You never will be. And you don't want to be. Chances are you'll never know what I know in your entire lifetime, because you would have to do some things in your life that would be pure evil, and the only way you would do that is if you were forced into a situation like that. And I was, from an early age. I didn't ask for that life. Unfortunately, I was inherited into that life, and I dominated it to survive. And I had to become evil in order to do that. And God saved me from that and preserved me, rebuilt me, broke me down and rebuilt me, and humbled me. And I had to lose a lot of things in order for that to happen. I had to be broken in ways that I never would imagine in order for God to finally get my attention. So here's the thing. You will forever be disappointed in your life. You will never be happy if you continue to seek out satisfaction and validation from this world, including myself. I'm also guilty of this, and this is what I am learning and God is teaching me. So I'm at a turning point in my life right now. Everything that I try to do fails because I'm not putting God first. So guess what? Either I'm going to die and perish in that way, and continue to be disappointed in this world and this life, or I'm going to finally eventually put God first, and I'm going to be preserved through that, and I'm going to be rebuilt once again, and I'm going to be saved once again and protected once again from what is destroying me. And what's destroying me is my own self, is me denying God, me going against God, me living in my sin, me refusing to repent, me chasing these material things, me thinking that I'm going to make it in this material world, get a job, get a place, get a job, and work your way out. It's never going to happen. You have to understand that the ways of these worlds are perishing. They're dying. Take a look. The dollar is dying. It's collapsing. The system, the economic system, it is collapsing, and it is going away. Bye-bye. Canada was the last place that still was preserved. America is going to burn to the ground. Okay? Canada is going to follow. And these are the two last countries left. Do you want China to rule? Do you want Russia to rule? Do you want Germany to rule? Probably not. Okay, so that's what's going to happen. I won't even get into the politics side, but we are going to be enslaved by another country that does not share our morals and our beliefs of freedom. And this is biblical. That's another thing. I'm not surprised by this. I knew this was going to happen 10 years ago, okay? So, and it's because of the Bible. Yeah, believe it or not. The only reason why I'm alive is because of God. I already lost my right from the things I've done in my life. And this book right here, this is the Holy Bible. And it stayed beside me for all of these years, even since I was 18 years old, when I was in a jail cell and my father died. And I've lost everybody in my life, and the one thing that they didn't have that I did was God. And they perished. They died from addiction. They died from the tricks of the devil, the enemy. They were destroyed. They were defeated. And they were deteriorated. Trying not to cry right now. But yeah. It's real. And it hurts. But there is still a way out. As long as you're still alive right now, you still have a chance. Seek God. Repent. Turn from the ways of this world. Stop seeking the things of this world. It's over. Now I can say it. You guys think that things are going to get better? They're not. You have to know that. And you have to come to terms with that, and you have to accept that, because this is already written. This is biblical. This was written thousands of years ago. This has nothing to do with you or me or a virus or anything like that. This is biblical. This is in between good and evil. There is a devil, and his name is Satan, known as Lucifer, before he was cast down onto this earth to rule. And God would allow free will to happen and allow evil to manifest in order to determine who God's people are and who his true children are, and who Satan's true people are and his children, the children of hell. Hell was never meant for us. It was meant for the fallen angels that were cast out, that went against God out of greed. Take a look around. What does this world revolve around? Money, greed, distortion, corruption. I tried to make it in the material world again. It didn't work. It's not working. I'm suffering again. Trying to get be a civilian, be a citizen. Work. I have checks here. I have checks right here. Right. This is what people do. Right. This is what we do. This is what humans do. We these material things that we try to get ourselves involved into, and wonder why we're not happy. This is the thing. Of course, we have to provide for ourselves and our families, but here's the thing. The unfortunate part is we're doing it through the slave system, and a system that belongs to the devil, Satan, and that's why it's not working, and that's why it's going to collapse underneath us, and we are going to perish with it, because we've put our faith and trust into the system in man, and it is going to fail us because we didn't put that into God where it should have been, and God would have preserved us and allowed us to survive what is coming and what is happening now, because he gave us the tools and told us what to do in this book. As much as we've disregarded it and ignored it, so that's the truth. And there's more suffering to come and more tragedy to come, and this world is falling. It's going to perish, as it was written right in the Bible, that nothing of this world will last, but my word will last forever. So now we're seeing an example of that. It's going to appear like it's getting better, and then people are going to say, see, Corey was tripping. But this is also a part of the program. This is also a part of the deception, the great deception. It's going to appear like things are getting better, but they're going to ease off of us maybe for another, couple years, maybe 5 years, maybe even 10 years, whatever it takes to get us relaxed again, so that way we start accepting the changes that they're putting in place to force us towards the New World Order, right, and the one world government, which is the complete removal of God completely, and Jesus Christ. And here's the thing. Christians are the most attacked. They get killed.